I would not even make it to the first round.
It looks like we're waiting on
Looks like for mTricK, it looks like we're gonna have
yeah.
Mrdarknightt and mTricK in the quarterfinals here.
I will say it's a little sad that maybe it was us. Maybe we were liking the game, but
I do have
Bobo
that effect
was
on people.
able. Bobo was able
Although,
to bring it to game 3 in the bracket.
absolutely, I have just seen that as well. Yeah, we've got our first third round fight going in. So, you know what? I know we're meant to be impartial. I know we're not meant to have favorites, but I would be very interested to see if Bobo was able to pull this out and win with our first 2-1 victory.
I've never claimed to be an impartial judge. Icy Gobber is my favorite. He plays my character, or they. Sorry, I don't. We don't. I don't know Icy personally, so don't want to assume anything. Uh, they play my character, and that's enough for me.
That's enough. Absolutely. Well, it's going to be whoever wins in this matchup is going to end up going against Zetsu in the semi-finals, who has been performing very well with Harley, it seems. And obviously, we saw a bit of Harley earlier on with Juice. So seeing a Harley player get this far in the tournament is very nice to see.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Gonzo into Iron Giant matchup. Two characters we haven't seen today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea what the Gremlin does. Uh, I have not seen
I
him in any of my matches that I've played.
I've not seen
Uh,
him a lot in competitive play, at least my sort of
sorry,
slightly
Gizmo.
narrow experience.
That's right.
But I will be. I know Iron Giant very well. I still have the nightmares of Iron Giant, so I'll be very interested to see in how these two play styles go up against each other.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm very
it's
interested in seeing what tools Stripe has against the Iron Giant
mm,
himself. Uh if it's anything like before, Iron Giant clearly has a lot of really big punishable moves. As long as you're constantly moving and are able to dodge those really big hits, you can easily rack up damage, and that's what you got to do, and make sure that you get him high enough that that one big hit does kill the Iron Giant. Because if you don't, he's gonna come, he's gonna grab you, and he's gonna up and away you into the sky.
absolutely those rocket powered feet are the stuff of nightmares. And if you are caught in any sort of radius of those attacks, you're going to see a lot of heat racked up very quickly. So we're looking to see a lot of fast pace, a lot of well timed dodging, and just in general, I think most importantly, when you're going up against the Iron Giant, you want stage control. You want to be able to dictate where your opponent can and can't go, dictate how much time they have on the ground and in the air. Whether or not Dark Knight's going to be able to pull this off, we will just have to wait and see.
I will say, as far as all the maps go in Multiversus, it does feel like the two most quote unquote neutral maps are Sky Arena and Trophy's Edge.
Mm.
Let's see where they've decided to go. It looks like they're going to Sky Arena.
That does look
No
like Sky
platforms.
Arena.
Uh,
Another flat plane. Genuinely, I could not tell you if this is an advantage or a disadvantage. I'm not experienced enough with this matchup to be able to tell you that, but I hope to learn.
I'm just saying that we have watched upwards of five games, and none of them have been at Townsville, and I'm very
None of them are
sad.
Townsville.
uh, but we're
I
getting
say
into the
when we
match
get to the
here.
finals, we should get to pick the map and we should pick Townsville.
I'm just saying, would that not be great? It looks like Iron Giant's doing his thing, putting out really big hitboxes, smacking that car around, making sure that he can hover.
Yeah. Looks like Gonzo's going to try and use those projectiles to his advantage. The one major disadvantage you have with Iron Giant in this situation is he is a lot larger. There's a lot more of him to hit. And it
also
does look
a
like...
lot slower.
Absolutely. And it looks like they are able to use that. They missed the grab. And now going on the edge, able to get that early elimination. But of course, now Iron Giant has a lot of heat on them.
Yeah, it's... Oh! I like that Stripe waited for the dodge. Clearly, something was going to happen, and he was able to punish that. Unfortunately, it didn't quite lead to a kill until now. Only racking up 9%.
No, it's a very even matchup going into the second stock for both players. And those rocket-powered feet doing a lot of damage here. Looks like they're going to try and get the risky elimination, but now they put themselves in a very bad position. Shoulder bash not enough, but the uppercut will save them.
While the percents are pretty even, everyone has similar heat, except after that combo, of course. Stripe is in much more danger of just dying. Unfortunately, just the trade-off is you see this forward air, or side aerial, very slow, but hits really hard. Stripe gets underneath it and knocks Iron Giant off the top.
But it looks Iron Giant is not going to allow that. Going for a risky elimination, and it pays off. And that is the kind of deadly power that Iron Giant has going into the third stock now. All to play for. This is the closest match we've seen so far.
Yeah, and you know, it's quite close. They're basically even. And Stripe's trying to open Iron Giant up, tack on those small percents, but he's got caught by that side aerial multiple times.
Right up from 30 to 50. Oh my god!
Third time's the charm.
Pays off. The risk absolutely paid off. Iron Giant seemed to have the disadvantage there, but you know what? They knew what they had to do, playing that risk along the edge, what the moveset is known for. mTricK able to steal that one from Mrdarknightt, gonna take the first point.
I don't know what Mrdarknightt is going to change going into game 2. Clearly, that one move is a problem. That down aerial, just cannonballing into the ground while Stripe is hugging the wall, trying to get back up onto the stage. The hitbox might just be too big, and Stripe might just might not have the tools to get around it normally. So I hope Mrdarknightt finds a better way to get back onto the stage. If not, maybe just spend less time off stage. It's a hard thing to call. But it looks like we're going on to Trophy's Edge 2. I think this makes sense. It helps, you know, Stripe land a couple more hits. One of the hard things about games like this is that you can only be in the air for so long. And you can only throw out so many moves before you have to land again to refresh all of your jumps, all of your air specials.
Absolutely. And of course we have that gap in the center that I think is going to really play into the Iron Giants. Looks like we may have some lag issues here.
I wonder if they just picked the wrong Trophy's Edge.
Possibly. Quite possibly, actually.
Maybe they weren't expecting the one with a gap in the middle.
Nah, absolutely. I think that, again, these things happen. Of course, this is sort of the kind of thing you look at with a tournament like this. So
it's a new game, new rules, you know, new everything. It looks like we're going into it. It looks like they were planning to go to Trophy's Edge 1 without the giant gap in the middle.
All right, and with this reset, we are going to be good to go. The official round 2 of this semi-finals matchup, quarterfinals, sorry. And And that large hitbox playing against the disadvantage, but Stripe has got to stay away from these edges. These edges are where he knows the risk can be. He's able to dupe him entirely.
I don't know if that was just a mistake on the Iron Giant. I think he could have made it back. There's nothing stopping him from just climbing the wall, but he's got to compose himself.
Overconfidence can be a great weakness, and now Stripe has the one-stop advantage here, now has the momentum. Gets Iron Giant in a position again around there, playing around that edge.
Oh my god. Good dodge. Gets the huge punish. That's 70%.
Knight able to save himself here once again.
Oh, but those big hitbox.
There it is. There's the death position we've seen so many times before. Stripe not able to take advantage of the lower placed Iron Giant, holding on now with 124 on the heat.
I really like the fact that Stripe's getting underneath the Iron Giant here every time that the Iron Giant just tries to get any aerial approach. Stripe seems to be able to get underneath. Mrdarknightt's doing a really good job of taking advantage of the small hitbox.
Absolutely. Although we are now going to a 2-1 position with Stripe. Of course, they're now both in very similar positions health-wise. But of course, mTricK is down by that extra stock and really needs to bring it back.
I think I just need to stop talking. I think I've commentated cursed literally every stock. But here we go. We have Mrdarknightt.
Oh my
Kept
goodness!
off stage and just got hit with the big boom, swinging the legs around.
An elimination only at around 50 or 60 there, and now,
Oh no!
oh, playing risky here. He knows what he has to do, and it's enough. Wearing out the jumps, Iron Giant. mTricK has just done it with a 2-0 sweep.